Where do you think you're going, Ice X's? Welcome back to Metroid Fusion. I have defeated the giant water snake, achieved great speed, and now I'm going to drain the fluids. Double entendres, all around. I probably shouldn't touch it, though. Still looks a little electrified. Probably because of those live wires over there. Well, on the plus side, now that the wires are exposed, we could probably do something about them. Nah. We'll just keep them there forever. Because why should we actually fix anything as long as it's fixed for me? Who cares about everything else? Who cares if the base is still in ruins? As long as I get what I want, right? I think that affected the entire base, too. Or at least this entire sector. Yep, see? Now the water isn't electrified. Of course, you can still get electrified if you actually touch the wires themselves, but I mean, I think that goes without saying, doesn't it? Unfortunately, there's still not a whole lot you can do here, especially since you kind of need the gravity suit to get further into this place. Oh well. Guess it can't be helped, right? Where do you think you're going, pal? The only place you're going is in my belly! Or at least I'm pretty sure that's where Samus stuffs you. There you go, buddy. I almost wall jumped up there. But then I canceled out of it because I didn't realize what the opportunity that I had here. Oh well. I wonder what this is. Speed boost. No, you don't. Well, I guess it's time to speed boost out of here. Take that! Yeah, I really don't care about you anymore. Unfortunately, this is mandatory. Thankfully, just a few missile shots and it's dead. I mean, why should we make it more complicated than it needs to be? I could just shoot it with regular beam blast until it eventually dies, but why not just pump it full of rockets? You know, sometimes you just gotta do things the simple way. Don't overly complicate it. And saving often is always good, especially when you're in a position where you're using less than stable methods, I should say. So Cirrus has been infected by the X2. Well, as a result, you recovered another ability. At this rate, you may be able to face the SAX yet, but that's still a ways off. HQ has more support data. This time, it's missile upgrade data. You desperately need this, but the data room here is sealed with a level 4 lock, the highest security level. Let's avoid opening sensitive areas unless it's necessary. Also, the route to the data room in Sector 2 is blocked by still more SAX activity. I note a deliberate activity pattern, as if it is blocking your recovery intentionally. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because it's intelligent? Samus, it looks like your best option for this download is in Sector 3, PYR. You will find this PYR data room on your map after using a navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Now head for Sector 3. Because, we can't use any of the data rooms we previously found. Because I guess the SAX is destroying them behind my back. Seems like a prick move to do. It's almost as if the game is intentionally trying to lead me towards a specific location. And not doing the logical thing. Which would be, just using one of the other sectors. But then you wouldn't be able to get to one of the new sectors. Well, you know what? The SAX, it just destroyed it. Off screen. How? It just did. Just shut up. Don't even question it. Just keep going, monkey. Just keep dancing for your change, Samus. Question nothing. Isn't that a nice map there? Thankfully, the X have not invaded this area yet. The data room here is sealed by another security hatch. In order to download, you must find the security room and activate level 2 hatches. This may allow the SAX and X parasites into the area. But we are left with no choice. Your recovery is our main goal. The data room is here. As I explained, security rooms can't be shown on the map. Be careful, Samus. You will see very violent organisms here. And avoid the ultra-heated areas. Your suit can't take such high temperatures yet, but we're working on it. Level 2 hatches are green. Release the lock and proceed to the data room for download. Super missile data is ready. Your firepower will triple. Is your objective clear? First, activate green hatches, then go to the data room. There are no ultra-heated areas in this route, so turn back if you enter one. Good to know. Because obviously it isn't time to get the Various suit just yet. And you can't exactly sequence break in this game. Unlike Zero Mission, where you can get the Various suit pretty early in the game, which I will probably demonstrate if I Let's Play or... Yeah, most likely Let's Play, because I can't imagine I'll be live streaming it. It doesn't seem like one of those live streamable entries of the series. Maybe because it's meant to be a portable system. You know, meant to be played in small bursts, if that even makes any sense. It makes sense. Got a blast! This goes out to all the Jimmy Neutron fans out there. Got a blast! And of course, you just go up there. You know, it's so simple. I probably didn't need to speed boost up there, but whatever. Who cares? And he did say it would allow the X parasites access to this area, even though they would have gotten as far as I have already. So it doesn't even make any sense if you think about it logically. Yeah, no thanks. Get the F out of here. Uh-oh. Well, at least I can still destroy them. Also, if you notice, these missiles actually look different than the regular missiles that you're usually sporting. The reason why I bring that up, it's gonna be relevant in a minute, trust me. Okay, I think I figured it out. I gotta jump. Jump better. That would be good. Oh, there we go. Well, you don't have to be very precise about this after all. Good thing I still got the charge beam. This'll help. You know, I've got a pseudo-screw attack. Kinda. Oh great, it's that thing. Those things are kinda cruel. Thankfully, they're vulnerable to missiles, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. The game does kind of trick you in a sense over here, because you have to go back there and then go behind it. Let me guess, speed boost, right? Because that seems to be the nature of the game here. If you have enough room to speed boost, it's probably freaking speed boost. Let's be real. See, told you. What'd I freaking tell you? Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I played this game before. I've owned it both physically and digitally, because I had it on the 3DS. Because I was one of those weirdos who actually got the 3DS when it first came out. In fact, I had it pre-ordered, I think. So I was one of the ambassadors. And as a result, Metroid Fusion was one of the things that were on it that you got for free in exchange. That was Nintendo's way of apologizing for making you pay full price and then immediately knocking the price. Because at that price, both because of the price and I guess because there weren't really many games on the system at the time, they lowered the price. So, yeah, they didn't want to anger the people who paid full price for it. You know, Nintendo was at least being better about this than certain other companies I could mention, but probably won't. At least not now. At least not out loud. Bethesda and DICE. Oh, but anyway. You know, those other jerk companies that just lower the value of their product immediately and then don't give people who bought the original anything for actually paying full price for it. Because, you know, reasons. Okay, now we're in the data room. Remember how I said those other missiles didn't so much look like the missiles you're used to? They look nothing like the missiles on the icon. Now your missiles look like that. Now your missiles actually look like they do on that. They look like the regular missiles now. Even though they're said to be super missiles. Logic, people. What the? I know you have to go back. Oh, okay. Did the SAX do that? Did I do that? Yep, you have to face the box creature. This creature is a little tricky. Oh, crap. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, at least it isn't that hard. It's just a little tricky. Yeah. You just gotta jump over it, and jump over to the boss, too. Pretty easy, right? There you go. Okay, I think it seems to be a little easier to get around those if you are on foot. Just saying. Because otherwise you gotta crawl up. As long as you stay away from the boss, too, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Oh, crap. Or you just happen to have good timing. Would you just die already? Obviously it's not gonna die because it comes around later. There you go. Yeah, apparently it has a brain. Which is kind of creepy if you think about it. That has a freaking exposed brain. I mean, by Game Boy Advance standards, by Nintendo Game Boy Advance standards, it's a little interesting. It certainly raises interesting implications about what the Galactic Federation has been doing to make these artificial units. Considering it's not an artificial unit, it's a cyborg, more or less. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now that you have the quote-unquote super missiles, that in reality look like the regular missiles you get in every other game, which I guess means that the actual super missiles are just the hyper super missiles. Yes, we'll call them hyper super missiles from now on. Because just calling them super isn't enough anymore. Because apparently her regular missiles are the super missiles. Which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Take that, you little freak. Oh yeah, there's a secret here. I think I'm aware of this. I forgot, though. Ah, here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. An energy tank. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Thankfully, in the beginning of the game, you seem to go through these areas pretty quick. You know, you just grab the upgrade, more or less just leave. Sometimes you gotta do something first, like drain water, but mostly it's just that. You're basically just recovering equipment, you know what I mean? Easy stuff, right? Weapons and energy fully restored. Isn't that just lovely? And of course, never take any chances. That's clearly not my style, is it? Yes, that is indeed a map. Okay, moving on. I see that you encountered a rogue security robot. You may destroy it if you meet it again. Your safety is vital. But as to your brief, Level 2 security locks are released, so Sectors 5 and 6 are open. That means those sectors have likely been infiltrated by X. They are much harder to stop than we initially suspected. Sector 5 ARC is Sub-Zero. You're still susceptible to cold from the vaccine side effects. Also the fact that your suit has been cut up to pieces, and you don't have the various suit. But we'll just ignore that because plot, I guess. So you'll take damage if you even set foot inside there. Avoid Sector 5 for now, but in the meantime, HQ is working on data to adjust your suit for extreme temperatures. You know, some of us call it the various suit, but I guess we'll just call it whatever. Once we have the transmission, you can download it, but the X have destroyed all the data rooms you have used so far. I no longer doubt their capacity for critical thought. I just now figured this out. You'll have to use the data room in the night habitat. Sector 6, NOC. Go to Sector 6 and access the navigation room there. I'm not going to tell you your objective now because that would make far too much sense. Tread lightly, Samus. You are the only one who can do this, and the X may be much more dangerous than we know. I'm going to play heroic music because that definitely fits the situation. Tell me how much that makes sense. Incoming dispatch.
Does Samus suspect anything?
No, I do not think so.
Good. Monitor her closely.
Affirmative. Out. The robot turned out to be evil. The robot turned out to be evil. Who'd have thunk it? Maybe I should just go to Sector 5 instead and say, screw it, I'm just going to get myself frozen like a block of ice. Just so I'm no longer part of their puppetry. No, that would be silly. Now I will take this energy with me. Except it stops immediately. There was no point in doing that. Well, except it looked cool for a few seconds there. You have to admit. What was that about? I mean, what was that about? The various suit data is here from HQ, ready to download. Get moving to a data room, but there's a problem. X from the Sub-Zero sector, ARC are in Sector 6. And they've been changed by the cold. If you absorb one, you'll be frozen from within. This seems like a deliberate tactic. Once you download the various suit modification, you'll be out of danger. Just be extremely careful until then. The NOC data room is here. Remember, avoid the blue X. Use your beam to stun them in order to get by. Is your objective clear? Be careful, they are hunting you actively now, Samus. And this area is very dark. Proceed with extreme caution. None of the X were able to be stunned by beams before, but I suppose being frozen like a block of ice has changed that slightly. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? They're no longer just a piece of goo, they're actually solid. Okay, this is just annoying. Well, none of these are the frozen X, so they're just being annoying. We're gonna move slowly and menacingly. Oh, what do you know? There's actually something down here. I wonder if there's... Yep. Unfortunately, there's no way to get to it. It's just tantalizing me. How cruel. I wonder if you can get over there. Oh, okay, good, you can. It was merely showing me the way. Look at that. I'm guessing that's for some reason to prevent you from going further until you get the super missile data, but the game closes doors behind you anyway, so if you unlocked the security hatch to even get in here, then you wouldn't have been able to get back until you got the super missile data anyway. What, is this just to make absolutely sure? Those blue X's aren't so tough, are they? They're easily stunned. And obviously, they're going to have a blue X in the bottommost one. No, you don't. Easiest trick in the book. You really think I'm gonna let you get to me that easily, you little freaks? Now that's the stuff. That's the good stuff right there. Oh. There's actually a save room up ahead. I should probably take advantage of it. I mean, who knows? At least these X parasites aren't the blue ones, so they're cool. They're cool because they're not cool. Sorry, that was probably the most stupid joke ever, but... Hey! What are you gonna do? Hello, yellows. Now you look like what you actually are. Mucus. Nice. I'm just gonna slam into a wall for no reason. Is that okay? Is that okay with everybody? Just to emphasize how little I give a crap. I'm just gonna slam into walls now. Uh-oh. This isn't good. I know what's coming. And spoiler alert, it's not gonna be fun. Watch. Yep. It's you again. And this time, you can't do anything except watch. Because if you'll notice, there are power bomb icons. I wonder what that means. Yep. should be obvious what was going to happen. I could pursue the SAX and get killed, but why would I want to do that? That just seems stupid. Yeah, get out of here. I'll let you live this time. Consider that my warning to you. That's right, you better run. You don't want none of this, do you? That was too easy, mate. Oh, okay. It's funny because there's only one time where you encounter the SAX before being able to defeat it that the game actually forces you to encounter her. Really? Great. I did a great job avoiding them so far, so of course I'm going to slam at every single one of them now. Well, good thing partially exposed ones can't move, because I guess that's part of their solidified nature, right? Oh yeah, those things give you red X's anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't matter how much damage I take. I could have literally let every one of them absorb into my body, and it wouldn't have made a damn bit of difference. Well, that's kind of rude, don't you think? It just took off with my upgrade. I better do something about that. I know what you must do. Where are you? Jerk? Take that! You have to use the charge beam, I think. I don't think missiles work. Ha! That time I actually hit it. Take that! You freak. Well, at least I took care of some of your shielding. Well, that was easy. That was kind of disappointing, actually. Ouch! Well, it would be disappointing if I could actually learn how to move properly. But even with my lack of movement skills, you're just that weak, aren't you? They're clearly getting more durable because this is supposed to be the quote-unquote super missiles, you know, the much stronger variant. And yet it's taking even more shots to damage them. Very astute effect recovered. Survive extreme temperatures. You know, like literally every other game before, but we're gonna act like it's a big difference now. Because Metroid vaccines. Just proving how important those are, right? Just die. Thank you. And then I immediately fall to the ground. Wait, what? How come I all of a sudden can't wall jump? Okay, never mind. Belay that order. You know, I just realized something. There's no point in this. Even if I did do that with perfect timing, it would just bounce me away from it because that's another anti-sequence breaking measure. Also, yeah, in case you didn't know, now the blue parasites actually heal you. Because now they can't damage you. Because I don't know why they give you extra health. That would make no sense, because wouldn't that just remove the cold layer and make them regular X parasites? Well, my best guess is that they're still bigger than regular X parasites, so once you remove the cold layer, they're basically doubly as big, if that even makes any sense. There you go. At least they don't leave a gas cloud as long as the actual ones in Metroid Prime do. That would just be annoying. Of course, the X parasites aren't complete morons. After this point, they just avoid you. Like the plague. See? Well, that one did. The other one was just standing there. Like it was awestruck. You know, instead of trying to do that, maybe I should just do this. This might be a little easier to do. Ha! Oh, you wanted to be absorbed before? What happened, huh? What happened? What happened? Are you giving me the cold shoulder now? I don't think so, pal. You wanted to be absorbed, and now you're gonna follow through on that. Don't start what you can't finish, X-Parasites. I'm gonna absorb every blue parasite I see. Dang. Unless they get away, of course. Here you go. The other parasites I might just let leave of my own volition, but heck, blue ones, no thank you. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, the X-Parasites are now more dominant over this place. I'm guessing these X-Parasites don't have communication with each other at all, because if they did, then some of the other ones could be saying to the SAX parasite, hey, Samus is in this sector specifically. You may want to go in there and kill her. She's in this exact room, heading in this direction. So go and kill her. Luckily, the X-Parasites may be able to stimulate intelligence, but they can't actually have intelligence. It would just be stupid, wouldn't it? I suppose that is gameplay story segregation to some extent. Or the X-Parasites just don't like talking to each other. Maybe they're very antisocial. How did that X download the Variasuit data? This doesn't seem to make any sense at all, unless the X have the ability to process data organically. At any rate, you have the Variasuit data. Now you will be protected from extreme temperatures. More importantly, the SAX will no longer be able to freeze you, so you can escape easier. But you're still too weak. That thing is too much for you. You currently have no way of damaging it. But my simulations indicate that a penetrating weapon like the plasma beam might work. Developing modification data will take HQ some time, though. There's also a chance that you may be able to restore your plasma beam by absorbing a large X-core, as you did with the charge beam function. As for restoring ice beam functionality, I doubt it. Your current cellular makeup would reject that addition. Therefore, HQ has developed an ice missile upgrade. This will add a freezing effect to your missiles. It will help. Go to Sector 5 ARC for the download. I will admit that is pretty clever. Having an ice missile, actually I think that was done in other M since, but this was basically the first Metroid game to actually use it. So it was pretty clever for what it is. Having ice missiles. It's pretty cool. Literally. Like I said, for all the linearity and the sort of forced plot, which, don't get me wrong, I love plots in video games. I just think Metroid is one of those games that is mostly better off without an overbearing plot. I think you're better off taking the Metroid Prime approach, where most of the story is in logs or something, where you're not required to read it, but if you want to read it, you can. It's there. And now for more required reading. Well, at least you get a map, so that helps. You need to download data for the ice missile upgrade, but, as you might expect it, the data room here is secured. Level 3 security hatches are yellow. Release the security lock and download data as usual, and experiment with those new missiles. They will be helpful. Is your objective clear? You know what to do. Go to it. Well, at least we're dispensing with the pretense. You're just saying, hey, you know where to go. Go. That certainly helps some time, doesn't it? Well, my missiles are stronger. Well, oh, right. Right, I know what to do. Or maybe not. I know there's an opening somewhere, I just forgot where it was. Oh, it's higher than I thought, never mind. I had the right idea. Oh. This game did that before Metroid Samus Returns did. But I guess that shouldn't be too big of a shocker. Having something that you have to grab onto to something in order to hit. If that even makes any sense. Oh look, it's those enemies that were introduced in Metroid 2. Isn't that quaint? How so very quaint. I'm not even gonna bother. They're not even worth my time. I'm just gonna skirt right past them. It's a winter wonderland of death. Like those things. Where do you think you're going? Ice X's? Right. May as well forget about those. Oh. Well, good thing they're pathetically weak. All you gotta do is hit them once and they're dead. There you go, you blue freaks. Unfortunately, I'm all out of time for now, so I'm just going to have to end this here. In the ice chamber. So that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like annoyances, and thankfully the speed boost. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.